have an error here. You can download the data set if you want, but they've already created the least squares regression equation. When you make an x variable in a least squares regression equation, the x variable by convention is always supposed to be the independent variable, which means it's the one that's not getting changed. The y variable is the variable that's getting changed by the x variable. So in other words, your x variable should be like time, or in this case it should be temperature. Okay, but I think Zybooks has it wrong, because when I did this problem to test it out, Zybooks has the number of chirps as the x variable and temperature as the y variable. But again, that is wrong because the x variable is supposed to be the independent variable. Chirps aren't causing the temperature to increase, right? It's the temperature that's causing the chirps to increase. So I think Zybooks has those reversed, just so you know. That's what they have in their answer key. Ugh. As a statistics teacher, it makes me sick to my stomach. What's the interpretation of the slope? It's positive. That means as temperature increases, chirps increase. They're going hand in hand together. And a slope is always talking about the change in the y variable based on one increase in the x variable. So what that means is, since they're telling us the y variable is supposed to be temperature, the slope should be the rate at which the temperature changes as the number of chirps increase. Whereas interpretation of the intercept, that's what the y variable is when x equals 0. So our y variable, according to Zybooks here, the y variable is temperature. So that means the temperature when the x variable is 0. And when 20 chirps per second is measured, they said chirps is the predictor variable, so that means you're plugging 20 in for x here. So this is 3.291 times 20 plus 25.232. So if you plug 20 in for x, you get out this for y. But that's wrong. That whole thing, it's basically messing everybody up. The x and the y's are all swapped around there. Makes me upset.